This is the truth. The great powers managed to turn the potential of my inventions into a monster that threatens the world. In one of my other secret innovations, I was able to control ships and submarines from a distance of 25 nautical miles. Using electromagnetic forces, I could attract and move submarines and ships via wireless signals transmitted through the air, controlling them like children's toys. But the military seized this invention and applied it to its wars. In my youth, opportunists exploited me, and at the height of my productivity, the military and its deep state took advantage of me. I was tasked with creating a device to detect enemy ships and aircraft, so I invented radar and the scanner. In the 1920s, I managed to send highly concentrated magnetic waves capable of bending light and radio waves around any object, rendering it completely invisible. In simple terms, I was able to make things vanish by breaking the light that fell on them so that the eye could no longer see them. I named this project Rainbow, but the government buried this innovation forever. My innovations were more powerful than the magic of the old age. Yet, I do not like war or armies. They delight in taking lives. I always wanted to offer inventions to ordinary people, but they were not ready for them, unfortunately. Even though I gave them free energy from the air, from the charged particles of the cosmos, no one cared about my inventions. I also revolutionized medicine with X-rays and lasers, made cars run without fuel, and enabled files, pictures, and even music to be transmitted wirelessly. I was also the first to speak about robots. The world must understand that technology is not a product of the modern era, as the ignorant believe. Institutions purchase new inventions from all over the world and keep them hidden. Every few years, they reveal a new invention that is actually something old, unknown to the public. The aim is to monopolize scientific advancement and concentrate it in one place, undoubtedly for Uncle Sam's benefit. Most of what you see today is technology that was invented long ago. The global deep state, or the third eye, already possesses innovations that will only be announced in 5 decades or more. This is how things work in most directions, without anyone noticing. People today only seek love and lust. Let me share with you a glimpse of the future while I sit at my desk in the early 20th century. This is not guesswork, but the result of secret innovations that fell into Uncle Sam's hands. Electric engines will replace internal combustion engines. People will talk to each other over long distances using radio devices. Calculators will fit in briefcases. There will be a unified information system worldwide. Information and electricity will be transmitted wirelessly. I created this method myself. Energy will be sent to remote areas of the Earth, just as it happens today at the surrounding ice wall. Artificial intelligence will dominate human lives and manipulate people. Energy waves will be released to disrupt electricity, and through the ionosphere, we will be able to manipulate the climate or even create disasters. At this point in my life, I turned my attention to the mysteries of the universe and meditation. It was then that I discovered my greatest finding. I discovered the key to the universe. During Nikola Tesla's research in mathematics, he observed that numerical patterns in this existence always appear in pairs. Everything comes in twos. All living beings rely on the power of the binary system, where the pattern starts with 1, then moves to 2, and continues doubling in even numbers. For example, the sequence begins at 1, then 2, doubling to 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and so on. Essentially, existence originates from a singular source. Tesla noticed that the numbers 9, 6, and 3, along with their multiples, were completely absent from this sequence, as if they were free from the established rule. If we take decimal numbers and sum their digits, units, and tens, we get the numbers 5 and 7. This means that the core numbers in the binary set are 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8, while the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are missing. Since these numbers appear to be free, what happens if we double them using the same pattern? Doubling 3 results in 6. Doubling 6 results in 12, and summing 1 plus 2 brings us back to 3. Doubling 12 results in 24, summing 2 plus 4 brings us back to 6. This forms a closed cycle that alternates infinitely between 3 and 6. Tesla also noticed the absence of the number 9 and applied the same method to it. Doubling 9 results in 18. Summing 1 plus 8 brings us back to 9. Doubling 18 results in 36. Summing 3 plus 6 brings us back to 9. Doubling 36 results in 72. Summing 7 plus 2 again returns to 9. Through this pattern, Tesla discovered a secret. All multiples of 9 reduce back to 9. He concluded that 9 is the most powerful number, referred to by some secret organizations as the number of enlightenment. Tesla placed 9 at the top, referring to it as the supreme number. He called 3 and 6 the free energy numbers and positioned them at the base, surrounding them with the binary sequence numbers. With this arrangement, he created what he called the matrix of the universe and supreme energy. This model, seen before you, is one of the most sacred symbols used by secret organizations throughout history up to the present day. To further validate this system, doubling 1 results in 2, doubling 2 results in 4, doubling 4 results in 8, doubling 8 results in 16, summing 1 plus 6 gives 7, doubling 7 results in 14, summing 1 plus 4 gives 5, doubling 5 results in 10, summing 1 plus 0 returns to 1. This forms an unbreakable closed loop from which only the higher numbers 3, 6, and 9 are excluded. Adding 3 and 6 results in 9. Adding 9 and 6 results in 15, summing 1 plus 5 gives 6. Applying this process to 3 brings us back to 3. This shows that 9 does not accept any other number, reinforcing its supreme position. This unlocks the fundamental code of Tesla's number theory. But does this pattern remind you of anything? Tesla arrived at the concept of the relationship between the universe and free energy, where he found that the number 9, which only reproduces itself, represents the North Pole in electromagnetic energy and holds a negative value. Meanwhile, the numbers 3 and 6, which are interchangeable and together produce 9, represent the South Pole of energy and have a positive value. With this mathematical model, Tesla discovered a tremendous energy flow the world had never seen before. What is concerning is that this equation is now used to influence minds, especially in music. When these codes are converted into Hertz frequencies, they result in music that numbs the brain, just like the effect of drugs, and is currently referred to as digital drugs. It's also worth noting that the sum of 3 plus 6 plus 9 is 18, which also reduces to 9. Tesla indicated that the ancient Egyptian pyramids were built using the symmetry of the numbers 693, and that they were in fact energy towers. Energy, according to him, is ancient and has existed for thousands of years. We merely rediscovered it. This explains the presence of pyramids across many ancient and advanced civilizations. Tesla's electricity generation projects including the Wardenclyffe Tower, were based on the same pyramid principle to extract cosmic and terrestrial energy and provide it freely to all people on Earth. After discovering latent and free energy, Tesla developed highly classified research, including anti-gravity aircraft technology, which laypeople call gravity manipulation. Today, these aircraft are known as flying saucers, as Tesla developed electromagnetic engines based on vertical propulsion. However, this technology was secretly transferred to the Red Nazi Army, a fact that many uninformed people still believe is mere myth. Most documents indicate that Tesla was the actual inventor of flying saucers, while some researchers claim that Nazi scientists based their designs on Tesla's research. The only confirmed truth is that these crafts do exist. After their discovery, the British Ministry of Defense launched a deceptive campaign, releasing files suggesting that UFOs visited Earth from other planets, intended to make people believe flying saucers were alien spacecraft, thus mocking their real origin while misleading others. This came to light after American Admiral Richard Bard revealed what happened during WWII. Following Germany's defeat, the Nazis retreated to their last base behind the ice wall, commonly known as the South Pole. There, they clashed with Allied forces in a battle known as Operation Highjump, during which hundreds of flying saucers were reportedly seen, some armed like fighter jets. At that point, Nazi scientists allegedly founded NASA, led by German scientist Wernher von Braun, to explore lands beyond the wall lands Tesla was reportedly certain existed. His earlier equations indicated a belief that Earth is enclosed and cannot be exited. Years later, Area 51 was established as a secret U.S. base for manufacturing flying saucers and advanced weapons, as well as deep technologies. After the Roswell incident, which involved a failed saucer experiment, the government launched its largest ever mind control campaign, maintaining the project's secrecy and convincing the public that the Roswell saucer came from outer space despite knowing full well that we live in an enclosed, impenetrable system. At the height of Tesla's era, Albert Einstein, a famous Jewish German physicist, emerged with his special and general relativity theories, first introduced in 1905 and gaining traction after 1915. He was personally honored by the Israeli Church. The theory of relativity, highly revered today, claims that the speed of light is the universal maximum and that time is the fourth dimension, linked to the three spatial dimensions in what is called space-time. Einstein claimed that Earth's stability is relative. It's still for us, but not for the universe. He said that if a person traveled close to the speed of light, time would slow for them, and at the speed of light, time would stop completely. If one exceeded the speed of light, they would travel back in time to Earth's ancient past. But Tesla didn't buy this theory. He considered it illogical and rejected both general and special relativity. In a speech in New York on September 11, 1932, he stated, "Space cannot be curved, as Einstein says, because it is perfectly created without any deviation or dullness, and its properties are unknown to us." Tesla also said, "I refuse to participate in such beliefs." 3 years later, he gave another global statement to the New York Sun, declaring that Einstein's theory of relativity was a heap of errors and deception promoted by a group attempting to impose it on simple minds, opposing clear, rational thinking. He added that it can only be proven through illusion and trickery. Tesla told the New York Times, "Relativity is like a beggar in the garb of royalty, treated as a king when in reality he is a beggar." Later, Tesla delivered his final blow to Einstein by claiming he had measured speeds 50 times faster than light, completely invalidating Einstein's theory. Einstein later sent Tesla a telegram on his 75th birthday, congratulating him on his genius and achievements. It's worth noting that Einstein was not religious, and his ideas have been widely used in NASA space films. When asked how he felt about being called the smartest man in the world, Einstein replied, "Ask Tesla about that." In 1943, the US Navy tested one of Tesla's secret projects in collaboration with Einstein. It was called Project Rainbow, designed to make ships invisible, a concept Tesla had invented. The question was whether Einstein could succeed where Tesla had. That year, the USS Eldridge, fully manned, was selected to be made invisible and teleported elsewhere using electromagnetic waves. The idea worked like sending files over the internet. However, the result was catastrophic. Reports claimed that the ship was severely damaged and the crew's bodies fused with the ship's metal hull. Only one person survived and was forced to keep the incident secret. To this day, mainstream media dismiss the Philadelphia experiment or Project Rainbow as a myth. Shockingly, Tesla disappeared mysteriously in the same year. Media announced his death by heart attack, but those close to him insist he did not die, but vanished from his room in the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York in 1943, specifically room number 3.